removed from the board as well. It would actually probably have synced up well with this Atlas pick as well, because with Atlas you want to be able to quickly burst down the opponents once you get a Fatal Links off. But RSG recognizing that, and now both of these mobility heroes have been taken out. This is really forcing the hand of SMG here. I'm wondering if they can go into a Farsa?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Back to Season 2?
Farsa, huh?
Oh, what about the Eve?
Well, you have D, but you're basically a sitting duck for the Fanny, so you could be spotted out really easy. At least Farsa with the Wings by Wings could potentially have that escape. Oh, but there you go!
There you go,
Of course,
Abstract.
I'm not a pro player because they know better than I and have picked up this Lunox 4 that I framed the invincibility on the Brilliance.
What if they picked Lunox because the loss HP was so big in the last game? Oh, guys, I'm sorry.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Someone's gonna be elated to see this Lunox pick anyways. Now, we've got the Lunox being picked out. We are gonna be left with the marksman to be picked by the hands of SMG. In the meantime, RSG SG, they are just left with a single gold laner and an EXP laner. They need to take a look at something that is able to deal with the Esmeralda perhaps, or they just want to look at some other ways of playing perhaps. Benedetta is definitely one of the heroes that they can definitely look out for, especially since if you're fighting against an Atlas, you can actually ensure that whoever, if he's stuck, or rather if Benedetta is being chained by the Fatal Links, that is definitely something that you can get out of. And speaking of which,
Benedetta, here we go. Here we go. Abstract is getting excited because of his Benedetta. Oh, look at Joe warming up. Oh, he's gonna show him the Lunox combo right there.
I think he's gonna need the warm-up though, because looking at the composition of SMG right now, they're playing very all-in, right? You have the Atlas, you have the Esmeralda and the Lunox as well, but on the other hand, RSG seems to be going the other direction. They don't want to play too closely together. Benedetta wants, to be away from the fight. Lossie's very easily, and as we know, Lolsie going to be able to pick off someone for Bray to quickly finish it up, but I don't know if we're in Season 4.
Season 1. Season 1. No, it's not even Season 1.
Last pick here for SMG SG.
It's not Season 1 of MPL, it's Season 1 of Mobile Legends.
Gold lane Esmeralda now. Oh wait, we did have a sneak peek of this before.
Yeah.
A gold lane Esmeralda before. Now Joxxx is playing as the Yusunshin in the jungle. This is definitely something amazing to watch and not something that I was expecting. There's no way that I can predict this. There's no way that I will be able to say anything of this sort. It definitely baffles me. But this is definitely gonna look like a pretty good game. If not for all of these hero picks, they are all gonna play exactly as what we would be expecting. There's only one hero that have a little bit more diversity when it comes down to item builds, and that would be Benedetta. Most people will go for sustainability, or they will actually go for tankiness. Sustainability hand in hand with damage, and then tankiness for tankiness itself. Unbending will and tankiness is very likely what Benedetta would want to go for this game.
Yeah, looking at these two drafts now, I'm not sure. They both have different strategies that they're playing for, but I think RSG, this feels a bit more comfortable to them, being able to pick off somebody very aggressive in the early game as well. So I feel like it's up to SMG to be able to prove themselves that they can fight against this draft.
Thank you so much, and we are gonna head into game number 2 for RSG SG right now on the blue side and SMG SG on the red side. And we can see Bray on his signature hero, which is going to be the Fanny. But look at Dairy here, gets the stun down. Is it gonna be enough? Joxxx with the early game damage though, but Joe with the flicker catches him off, and there's your first blood. But he's gonna be traded back in return.
Wait, who got first blooded? Is it Bray or was it Rum?
Bray gave it away, and then Rum gave it away on the second kill. Yeah, so it was at that split second. So first blood goal is definitely gonna go towards SMG SG right there. Dairy with a very good catch onto Bray right there.
Oh my goodness. Now the thing is, it's not a gold lane Esmeralda this time. It's actually a gold lane Paquito.
Wow.
I forgot about that. How can I not remember that? Gold lane Paquito, come on, Abstract. Something that I should have known. But anyways, that is what we're going to be looking at here. Diablo did manage to pick up Unbending Will, so that is going to be a big hint as to what kind of lineup, or rather what kind of item builds he's going to go for. Relatively tanky on his side, leaving babycakes as well as Bray to deal all the damage. While 505 understandably will want to look out to get himself the Fatal Links at all times. Otherwise, if he really needs the utility and understand where everyone else is, doing Lolsie a favor so that he can actually get those hooks in, then he can actually just go for the
Diablo in very big and hot waters right there, but a very big escape coming out from Diablo. What a slick boy.
I didn't toss to you because I know that he's not gonna.
Yeah,
die.
exactly. I was like,
the player, bro.
Exactly. Knowing in the eyes, the POV, the shoes, aka the sword holder of a Benedetta himself.
And now we're 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the game. The turtle is currently available. RSG is trying to put their hands on the turtle first in order to get their turtle soup. The water is boiling, and it definitely seems as though RSG will take that with no issues at all. Understandably, because Joxxx, yes, he definitely can skill in the early and the mid stages of the game, but he definitely needs some more help, and that is not something that Lunox and this Atlas is able to provide, at least for now. Maybe in the mid stages of the game, that is where we'll start to see them firing off.
Exactly, and that's where everyone starts to snowball. Look at Bray jumping in with the cables here, trying to land down the Reggie onto Joxxx, but look at the Fatal Links bringing Bray all the way into the turret's nose right there, and down goes 505. So look at SMG. Lolsie runs slow, and it is going to be a 3-man take here coming up for SMG SG.
Boy, oh boy, wow. RSG is getting dismantled by SMG. Wherever Bray is trying to go, after getting himself the purple buff, boom boom pow, comes in Dairy with a single Fatal Links. It's like full respect, right? This is legit full respect. I will out you because I can and I want to bring you down. You overextended yourself so far, no one is going to come and help you.
Yep, and that's punishment for a Fanny user right there. But Joxxx picking up the War Axe in his first item within 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I would say that's very good, and that's quite early. And let's take a look at the emblems right now.
I mean, understandably, I'm looking at babycakes, right? Going for the marksman emblem, went for damage as well as movement speed. In the meantime, we're looking at high and dry coming in from Fanny, which with the damage and penetration. So more or less, RSG have got the damage that they're looking for. In the hold on the meantime, Dairy as well as the rest of the members for SMG have managed to get a kill down on the Lolsie pretty darn efficiently, not allowing the opponents to take a chance at it.
Big Fatal Links, but here comes Diablo for the cleanup all the way from the top lane, cutting waves to taking down Joxxx. Joxxx thought he would survive that, but before that, they had the fight there. Dairy with a big Fatal Links onto Lolsie, giving SMG the lead that they need.
And now 505 and Diablo have decided to push themselves all the way up to the top side, beating down onto Rum. But understandably, Esmeralda being Esmeralda, you wouldn't be able to bring him down that easily. It is now 10 seconds. We're just waiting for 10 more seconds. And all of the energy turrets will be taken down, allowing RSG to get a little bit more aggressive. Because they have been getting themselves the turtle time and time again. They don't really have the right heroes to proxy. Only Benedetta is able to, but not that sustainable or tanky enough to proxy for a long time.
Well, look at Dairy here. Trying to catch down onto babycakes, flickers away, but here comes the Fatal Link and a very good follow-up. But Lolsie with the hook and the ultimate down onto Bento. Look at 505 with a reverse on the Fatal Link. Down goes Bento, but still 1 for 1.
The only damage that they had at that point in time really comes down to the turret. And understandably, they would not be able to follow through if anyone gets out of the turret's range. I would say that it is definitely quite a trade already, considering the fact that they already managed to destroy Bento from all of that. That is the main thing. They want to destroy Bento. They want to kill the Bento right there, right then. As you can see, babycakes, unfortunately, it doesn't have the Purify. He decided to pick up a Flicker instead. So he wasn't able to get himself out of that. Valentina came in right in the nick of time to ensure that Bento goes down right under the turret's nose.
And that's right, we have SMG here, still have a slight... Okay, no, they're behind RSG SG just by a little bit, but here comes Dairy. But 505 is going to pop the Purify and walk away. But look at Bray here with the immense amount of cables. This guy has cable for days.
Now, the thing is, when it comes down to Fanny, we are absolutely elated to look at that. We look at 2 cables, we're like, We look at 3 cables, we're like, oh, okay, not bad. We see 4 cables and 5 cables, and we're like, whoa, this guy knows his stuff, man. Looking at that, Bray definitely knows his stuff. He definitely knows how to play Fanny, and that's why people are competing Gear and Bray. Who's the better Fanny? In this case, it is a very difficult metric to really gauge who's the better one.
Runs a little low, pops falling, Starmoon tries to run away, but the Brilliance is just gonna get him.
No, not something that I was expecting. But
Exactly.
the Brilliance,
Here comes
Brilliance. Stolen Brilliance.
Suppression onto Derry, not being able to pop the Fatal Links, but Joe is gonna get demolished here. Even with not even getting the Malefic Roar yet, Joe getting melted.
What kind of damage? What kind of items that Bray already have? Is it really just the Blade of Despair, and only after killing that he get himself the Malefic Roar? Because that is just some intense damage coming from RSG. I think, okay, definitely the high and dry came in handy to really melt Joe down. And understandably, as the mage, you don't really have a lot of, well, health to work with. The magic about Lunox is that you do have iframes, but you gotta have to go into Brilliance mode. You gotta have to go into Order first, then Brilliance. So honestly, take some time.
Yeah, it's a Blade of Heptasy right there and the Malefic Roar. That's why he's so pained.
Okay.
That's why Bray hurts like literally throwing like a rose.
Like a...
Yeah, because you imagine if you throw a rose really hard, but here comes the flicker and the ultimate all the way back with big Fatal Links. But look at Bray, dashing back and forth, reverse on the Fatal Links, double kill, but Bray, he can't get away! Not enough though, but down goes Joxxx. Look at this, Lolsie and Bray goes down, Joxxx, run, Bento, and Derry goes down. It's gonna be a team wipe. Big applause for Diablo right there with a big team wipe. Down goes the tier 2 turret. Only coming out is gonna be Derry. Shortly after that, it's gonna be Rum. Let's take a look at that replay abstract, break it down.
Boy oh boy, looking at how Diablo had 4 kills in total definitely made things work. Derry immediately jumped in on a single man Fatal Links onto Lolsie. That is definitely not the best way to start things off. And right after Joxxx tried to go in, immediately got locked down, and that is definitely not good at all. From that point onwards, the priority coming in from SMG got it all wrong. They put a lot of their resources into dropping Lolsie down. And once Lolsie had half HP, flickered out of the way, they had to change priority because it was a little bit too far. In order for you to be most efficient, you gotta deal damage onto whoever is closest and whoever is the lowest amount of health. If you want to catch up to Lolsie, you might actually take up too much resources in order to kill one person. So rather, they will focus on whoever's right in front of them. And in that case, SMG completely shattered because they have no priority.
It was a little trigger happy though, coming out from Derry, right?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
I think that it is also at the end of his lifetime. Or rather, end of his split. He gotta have to make a move soon. It's do it or don't do it. And after his flicker, he has already expended too much. He went in, he saw Derry, he saw Lolsie, and like, you know what? I can flicker, I can actually get far enough. I'm not too sure what exactly is in the head of Derry. He's naturally a very aggressive player. So maybe what is in his mind is that I want to lock down Lolsie so that no suppress will come down to any of my member. If that is the case, I understand. But they don't have enough damage.
Look at Bray here trying to catch down onto Bento, pops the ultimate down into Bento, but no, not enough to take down Bento. Oh, look at Bento's speed. He is speed. And look at Rum here getting demolished. And a killing spree coming out for 505. Joxxx finally getting his second item though. Very far away from Bray. Bray got his second item about 4 minutes ago. Yeah, close to 4 to 5 minutes ago. And this is the level amount of difference. RSG SG with 34k and SMG with 28k. So almost close to 1,000. 10,000. Almost close to 10,000.
Now, RSG is the team right now. They do have some leverage in the early stages of the game, but the middle game is where their power spike really shines. SMG SG definitely have a form of power spike as well. In the meantime, Diablo fall a little bit too deep.
Derry wasting right there, gonna get terrified, down by 505, and look at the Lord, he's marching in, look at Bray, just trying to tease them, but Derry had no position at all. He went in with the second skill, he went with the flicker, but there was no one there to catch because the positioning was just off from Derry. And he did pick up the emblem for 15 seconds cooldown on it, the death timer, but here comes Derry with the second skill. No ultimate up though, no Fatal Links up for Derry, but look at Joxxx getting demolished down by Bray. So much damage coming out from this little Fanny, Mr. Steel Cable management himself.
And 14-8 is the scoreline right now. 11 minutes and 30 seconds with the top lane and the middle lane inhibitor turret taken down. SMG definitely do not have a very good game in this one, despite drafting a lineup that have quite some good front lines early games. In fact, it is a relatively balanced lineup from SMG. When it comes down to the early stages of the game, they have Bento to actually wreak havoc against babycakes. But unfortunately, babycakes was just left alone. babycakes was actually A-okay in the goal lane most of the time. If SMG actually tried to put any emphasis on onto the bottom lane, it was that only that once that they killed babycakes, and then they didn't go there anymore. They should have put a little bit more resources down in the bottom lane to really handle babycakes, but perhaps they have too much in their heads, because babycakes they need to take care of, Bray they need to take care of, maybe 505 we need to take care of.
Look at the amount of damage dealt here. Highest is going to be 505 here with 39k, and Joxxx very close behind, 7k in difference, only 32k. But look at Bray, still shy of 2,000.
At this point in time, it kind of seems as though it is more. There is some form of hero to personality mismatch, and that is BRAYYY to me. Right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
BRAYYY had a great time as a mashup being very, very aggressive. And being aggressive as a Atlas is very, very different. He wants to go aggressive, but sometimes at the wrong time and not exactly the right way.
Oh, he's going to get suppressed here, but down he goes. Look at the way, who's all the way in the backline is going to be Bray, but he's going to get an immortality popped up, but the follow-up coming up from babycakes. But look at Bray, still going in, but not going to be able to secure the 3 men on the side of SMG SG.
Let's take a look at that let's talk about that a bit, right? And right as I was talking about it, BRAYYY opened up the map. He was trying to look at where everyone else is, who's behind, he's relaying information. But he's playing as a utility hero, not exactly a sustainable hero, because as an Atlas, you don't really have a lot of skills that keeps you tanky. You need to go in and use your ultimate. What he did against Lolsie is technically good, but unfortunately, not exactly the right way.
Electro final blow, but look at the fatal links coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes BRAYYY, Bray runs very, very low, but look at the turret, he's not going to be able to take him down, but rum, and RSG SG is just going to go for the base. They don't give a damn. They just went all the way in there like, Fatal links me? Nah, that's not gonna work on me, and they just take away game number 2. 2-0. Congratulations to RSG SG, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Diablo looking nice and handsome on the camera along with Bray. You know, wow, so nice of them to give us what a wonderful game.
Well, I gotta have to say, RSG definitely had